Today I'm just want to hone in on a little pro tip that makes the mounting of this thruster so much easier. I like to use these rails. I buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's. For pontoon boats, I use a 1/8 inch thick, 1.5 inch angle iron, which is really easy to mount up underneath these boats. This process that I'm doing today also works exactly the same way for houseboats. So for those of you putting these on houseboats, this rail system is the same method. The only difference would be I use a little thicker angle iron to give me a little more strength for the houseboats. Underneath a lot of these boats now, they're all finished. The boat manufacturers, pontoon boat manufacturers, are really finishing these well. They're sheeting it all in underneath. It's a nice finish, and it just makes trying to find cross members and trying to find things underneath one of these boats a little more difficult. We have had customers call us, and they have installed it by screwing it to the metal sheeting underneath. That's not a good practice. You really need this to put these on a good solid framework, and that's what the rails will do for you today. Well, here I am underneath the boat. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I need to find center, because I want to put these rails in the center of the pontoons. Sometimes that can be a challenge because the pontoons aren't square and they're angled, but there's always a way. In this case here, when I measured across from these 2 points here, I was 34 inches, which gives me 17 inches to the center. Once I've found that, now I have to find out where I'm going to put these screws in. So it's easy on this boat because you push up on the sheeting and you can see, well, there's no cross member there. I know there's a cross member here because I can see it. But if I just keep pushing and I come back to this point right here, I can't push it anymore. I'm on another cross member. On this particular boat, when I measured it all up, the cross members are at 24-inch centers. Not all boats are, some are 16 or whatever. But it's important that when you put the rails up, that the rails are connected to cross members, not the sheeting. So here I'm back again. So now the rails are up in place. They're centered. They're 9¼ inches wide. I've double checked both ends. So the plate being 9 inches, I'm not going to be fighting this thing going up into place. Well, as you can see, the thruster's up and mounted. The rail system worked very well for me today. And you can also see now that the thruster is mounted, you can see that the thruster does not interfere with the trailer whatsoever. I could still even bring that thruster forward another inch or two and it still wouldn't interfere with the trailer. So the next thing I got to do now is just run the cables, run them back up into the boat. And to finish this off, just go to our video for PT360 install and you'll see the rest of this installation laid out very well for you in that video. I hope this tip has helped you out. If you have any issues, don't be afraid to give us a call.